Hi guys, Lou Antonio here, and in this video I'm going to show you how to find or create a winning product in 2025 so you can scale your brand from 0 to 10k or from 10k to 100k in the next 30 days. So why should you listen to me? I've done over 10 million in e-com sales. I've also helped clients, other businesses make multiple millions online. And a lot of the principles I've learned over time, you can pretty much inject straight into your own business. I'm going to show you what to do step by step if I was to start again from scratch. I don't have a product. I want to find a product, but I need to find something that's actually going to sell. So let's get into it. Now, I have three commandments when it comes to selling anything to anyone online. This is where we're going to start. If any one of these three is missing, it's going to cause you problems. So number one, okay, this is in no particular order as well. So the first thing is you must be able to make a margin on this product. It sounds a bit simplistic and basic, but if you're selling low-cost products and you're going for volume, you're going to struggle, particularly so if you do not have a repeat customer base. If you're just going for the standard dropshipping pump and dump where you're so focused on the front end, if you do not have margin, if you're not able to make profit on the first sale, you're literally signing up for failure. So if you want to know what a good margin looks like, I would generally say at a bare minimum, we aim for 65% markup, okay? And if you want that in terms of like an easy number, just think I want bare minimum 2.5 times the cost of whatever the product costs you to buy or make, okay? Thing everyone doesn't think about, they think I'm gonna buy something for 10 bucks and sell it for 20, okay? That's not enough. It's gonna cost you far more than 10 bucks to find or pay Facebook or TikTok, Instagram, Meta, whatever. It's going to cost you far more than that, particularly so if you are not a seasoned digital marketer. If you do not understand sales and marketing, it's going to be very difficult for you to get acquisition costs low and keep them low, okay? So if you can, price high and justify. And this leads perfectly into the next thing, which is you must sell to customers who have a very high pain point. Why? Because we're paid in direct proportion to the level of the problem that you solve. The higher the pain point that your product solves for your consumer, the easier it's going to be to sell. The less resistance there's going to be from the market, right? The other side of it is the higher the pain points, generally the more people are willing and happy to actually pay for the product as well, which leads back into the margin side of things, okay? If you do not solve a high pain point, it's going to be very difficult for you to both capture, retain, and convert that attention into dollars, because let's think about it. With e-com, that is the sole purpose of your job, okay? Is to find customers, grab their attention, capture their attention, and then your website, your emails, all of your backend systems are your conversion engine, okay? And if you do not solve a high pain point, if you don't have a reason for existing, it's going to be very, very difficult for you to sell anything to anyone. And remember, the riches are in the niches, however you want to say it, okay? So if you can focus on a very specific sub-segment of the market that you obsess over and you know more about them than you know themselves, or you know more about them than they know about themselves, this is the third point, okay? This is all like intertwined, okay? Niche equals. When I say you need to know your niche more than they know themselves, this is where this third option comes in, which is that you ideally, in an ideal world, you would actually use this product yourself. Why? Because no one knows you better than you know yourself, okay? So the reason that this is important is because when you're going on assertion, you're making assumptions about a market. If you do not know that market, if you don't know their pain points, if you don't understand what their problems are, very, very difficult to sell. Whereas no one knows you better than yourself. So if you are the target audience for your product, you already understand why you would buy that product. Okay, you have a good fundamental understanding of your pain points. And now your only job is to find more people like you. Okay, super simple, all right? This is literally it, okay? 3 points. If you're looking for a winning product, I'm not going to go and I'm not going to tell you what to buy or what to search for, why to search for it. That's your job, okay? But when you find something, when you finally pick up on something that you think has viability as a product that you can sell in 2025, and you actually want to be successful with it, run it through these criteria, okay? Don't skip any of this. And don't just think, oh, it has 1, but it doesn't have 3. Or it has 3, but it doesn't have 2, but it has 1, okay? In an ideal world, all three of these factors need to play a core part when you're searching for your product, okay? These are my 3 commandments of dropshipping, and this applies pretty much to all of the brands that I work with or that I have myself. They all tick off every single one of these, and this is why they're successful. So if you want to be successful, if you want to find a winning product, this is where I would start, okay? Don't sleep on this. I can't hammer the point home enough. The amount of times I have conversations with guys who come to me with products that they think have potential, but don't solve a pain point. They don't know who their market is, and they cannot make margin on it. You're literally doomed to fail, okay? So pay attention. This is your Bible, okay? If you're looking for this, make sure you have these points boxed off. So I don't want to belabor the point too much, but there are different layers to this, okay? So we can deep dive a little bit more if you're interested. You are interested because you want to find out in a product. So how do we translate? Let's go on the assertion we've actually found the product now. You found the one. Takes 1, 2, and 3 off the box. Now, you want to think about the market saturation, okay? Because 9 times out of 10, unless you've created a new compound, you've invented a product from scratch, there's going to be a high level of competition, okay? Now, most people think that's a bad thing. Personally, most times I think it can actually be a good thing if you use your force multipliers, because your task now becomes how can you create a strategic point of differentiation, market differentiation from your products. And the question that I want you to ask yourself is, why would anyone buy this? Why would you buy this? Second layer of the question is, why would I buy it from me and not off a Fortune 500 company who already have the brand, they have the trust, okay? This is when you're looking for a specific unique mechanism as to why someone should buy from you. This can be over multiple things, but more than anything else, I would have an obsessive focus on your consumer, okay? You need to understand them more than anything else, okay? And you can niche down, you do not need to go broad. Remember, there's a saying in marketing, if everyone is your customer, no one is your customer, okay? So start there, go niche, and then really spend time deep diving, okay? Once you have and understand that niche, it becomes about this. What's the offer? By the offer, I mean, what is the actual value proposition? And if you zoom out 20,000 foot view on why anyone buys anything, you have a customer's current situation and a desired situation. And all you're doing is you're bridging the gap in the middle. And the way you do that is through your product or your service. So you need to understand exactly what is the value that you're offering, and then how do I package that value so that it becomes attractive. And there are another 3 force multipliers that you can use to make your offer stand out. Let's check them out. So, number 1, time. Number 2, quality. And 3, these 3 things here, 1, 2, 3, are what I call your force multipliers. This is how you're going to translate a product, and you're actually going to capture attention. You're going to convert it because you're going to have a strategic point of difference in either one or all 3 of these things. And it doesn't have to, unlike this, it doesn't have to be all 3. It can be 1, 2, or in an ideal world, it's all 3. But you can have a strategic point of difference on any one of these. And what I mean by these is by time, speed to result. Think about why the market buys anything. They have a problem, they need a solution, okay? If you can get it to them quicker, if you can get them the desired result quicker through whatever it is, a unique mechanism, and a lot of the time is just all in the way that you communicate through narrative about what the product does, strategic point of difference. It could even be like delivery, okay? Time is important. Time is money, particularly so for customers who are conditioned now to have problems, but they're solved yesterday. Like Amazon sets the standard with this, okay? They deliver literally same day, okay? And I'm not talking about delivery in this context. I mean the desired result that your product gets them, it can get it faster than an existing offer. Second is quality. So in whatever, again, it's probably easier to give specific examples. So say you're selling a supplement, your product has a different or specific set of ingredients, so it's better, it stands out. Okay. The thing I keep coming back to is a unique mechanism, something that gives them a reason to buy from you and not from your competitors. Okay, so your product can be better, it can be tested, it could have different ingredients, and this again links all the way back down to understanding your niche and what's important to them, because that's the only thing that matters, right? You can sell the same supplement You can tweak one thing and hone in and dominate a completely different niche. For example, you have whey protein, you have vegan whey protein. It's the same thing, okay? Essentially the same thing, but it's one ingredient that changed. One of them is going to go into the vegan market. That's what it's going to attract. Sorry, I got a mosquito flying around. One of them is going to attract vegan market. The other one is going to be more generic, okay? It's still different, but the quality is always it's always perceived quality from the consumer's perspective anyway. The third one is cost. So can you sell something cheaper? Okay. You can even go the other way. You can charge something more, but your value proposition is higher. Okay. There's all of these things that will give you your force and multipliers that will layer on top of this to help you refine your offer. Your offer, again, when we're linking this to costs, it can just be a better bundle. It can be a better package. Okay, always just comes down and circles back down to your ability to communicate a message and narrative through digital marketing. That's it. Okay, so speed to result, price, and quality. That's it. Okay, we literally don't have to reinvent the wheel, but we must ensure that when we're looking for a product, these 6 things are all laid in, because if any one of them is missing, you're just going to make life harder for yourself. You're just going to be another number in a red ocean that no one's interested in. You're not going to be able to capture attention. You have no strategic point of difference. You know absolutely nothing about your target market and audience. You can't make margin. This is how you fail, okay? If you want to succeed, literally follow these off, box them off, have a strategy for everything. And when you have an idea, come to me, okay? Send me a message, book a call. The link's below in what was it? Where? The link's below in the description, okay? Come to me with an idea. Let's thrash it out. Let's make sure it ticks all of these, and I'll show you exactly how to market it and get to that magical 10K or 100K in as fast a time as possible, in as straight a line as possible, okay? Hope you enjoyed the video. Any comments, any questions, stick them in the comment section, and I'll see you in the next one.